Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here with another review. I am going crazy with the reviews this week. Today, I'm going to be taking a look at the Medicom Toys Mafex Batman v Superman Batman figure. Now, this is my very first Mafex figure. I have not picked up any figures in the past. So I was a little worried because I have seen some of the horror stories about how they're just loose figures. They can hardly stand on their own, about how they're brittle and they break apart. But yeah, I'm all in. I really like this figure a lot. Especially with some of the, previous figures that we have gotten from other companies. This is just incredible. Way better likeness, way better sculpt. I will get to that in a second. Before I take a look at the actual figure himself, the Bat himself, let's take a look at the packaging. Fairly standard window box style packaging, just a big open front with the figure displayed here, front and center essentially. Here you got a picture graphic of the actual figure itself. This is not a movie still. Batman, action figure, Medicom, DC Comics, all this, blah, 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 blah. On the bottom, you got a picture of the figure with the logo of Batman v Superman here. It says Mafex number 17. I don't know what 1 through 16 are. I assume previous DC figures. More graphics of the figure on the back, as well as some accessories. And then another picture on the side, as well as another look at the logo. Okay. So now, this guy is just, okay. So, sculpt is fantastic. Lots of little details and lines in the suit, just like in the movie. As opposed to how Mattel did it before, it was just a smooth sculpt with a couple of lines in it. Without a very good likeness. This has a fantastic likeness of Ben Affleck. The one thing I will say about the sculpt that I would prefer is I would have preferred for it to be a little bit thicker. Obviously, Ben Affleck was a little bit thicker in the movie. He was probably the biggest Batman to date. I would have liked to have seen that reflected in the sculpt, but that is a minor complaint with all the other pluses this thing has going for it. So, articulation, again, because I've heard the horror stories, I'm not going to move this guy around too much. I don't want to risk it, so you'll have to excuse me here, but I will cover what is what. He does have a ball-jointed head, double ball joint. It's a double ball joint. We got one here at the base of the skull as well as the neck here. At the base of the neck, you do have ball-jointed, like the lateral ball-jointed shoulders, so they do move in and out as well as up and down. You've got a swivel here at the bicep. You've got double hinged elbows. You've got a ball jointed wrist. There is an ab ball joint here as well as down at the waistline. Sorry to bump you like that. That was very rude on my part. We've got a swivel ball joint here at the hips, double hinged knees, and then you've got ball jointed ankles. Actually, kind of like a ball joint hinge. Again, just fantastic sculpts, fantastic paints, just wonderful. Oh, and if you want to include this as a articulation point, there is a bendy wire in the cape, so it does kind of form to how you want imposed. Now, let's cover the accessories here. You saw on his hand that I had a batarang. He does come with a batarang. He comes with a grapnel. He comes with his grenade launcher. There we go. Just had to get the phone to focus here. Yes, I'm recording it on my phone today. He comes with, I don't know quite what this is. Tear gas, maybe? A kryptonite canister? I don't know what this is supposed to be. But he has it. And he comes with like 10 sets of extra hands. So you've got a fist, you've got like the batarang holding hand, you've got an open hand like so, excuse me, you've got a gripping trigger hand, so for his grenade launcher, you've got just a different kind of gripping hand. You've got, I have got to stop bumping you. You've got the Batuzzi fingers. And obviously another set of, or another fist. And then I'm dropping hands everywhere. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. Just 10 sets of fingers. And then he's got a base, which I haven't even taken out of the bag here, but he does have a base with a like a flying stand rod. As I said, this is my very first Mafex, so of course it was going to be a Batman figure, as huge of a Bat fan as I am. I do have one minor paint issue where there is some silver sloppage here, a scrape, which you can see, right? So, I mean, it's Batman, and he usually has scars and scrapes all over his costume anyway, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Otherwise, the paints are immaculate, again, especially when you're comparing them to other cheaper companies. They've gone into detail that Mattel hasn't on a lot of cases. You've got the gold here on the blades. You've got the gold on the knuckles. You've got the gold on the heel, or not the heel, but the toe of the boot. Lots of tread there on the bottom of the shoe. Just, I mean, above and beyond with the details. So if this is any measure to go by, then yeah, I'm all in with the Mafex. And I mean, if we're going to be completely honest, to date, I don't know. The verdict is still out on the Mezco version. We still have to hold that in hand. This might be the best Batman v Superman to date. Not might be, is. So get back to me once the Mattel or the Mezco figure comes out. But to date, this is the best Batman v Superman figure, in my opinion. Obviously, I don't have any Hot Toys version, so your mileage may vary. But to me, this is the best, and I'm proud to display it. But looks like we might not get the DC Collectibles version. This is an absolutely wonderful, acceptable replacement. Happy to have picked it up, and like I said, I'm all in with the rest of the line. So they've got, oh, let's see, Nightmare Batman, Armored Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, 2 versions of Joker, 2 versions of Harley Quinn, a Deadshot. Hopefully they've got more on the way. I'm 100% all in. And to be honest with you, for import figures, the price is not bad whatsoever. $40 range. I mean, that was pretty much what you're going to be paying for DC Collectibles anyway. So glad to have this guy. If you guys enjoy what you see here, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Till then, this has been your review of the Mafex Batman v Superman Batman. Got some other stuff coming up later this week. We got the rest of the Ash vs. Evil Dead line. I'm going to be taking a look at the Mezco San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Armored Batman, as well as the classic Captain America. Keep it tuned right here, folks. More stuff on the way. Please subscribe.